Interstate RVer Show with your host, Interstate RVer. Alright folks, Interstate RVer here. Well, I guess you read the deal that I went through another trial this week. And you're probably saying like, oh, what happened, Interstate? Was there a lion outside your motorhome? Was there a gorilla? No, actually, let's get down to what happened. I was standing outside a local McDonald's. It was cool outside. No, I'm just kidding. I was outside a local McDonald's. I was getting ready to go inside and check out all the things with my Google Plus page, which is still doing pretty good. Still going strong. Stronger than ever. And so I get ready. I close up all the windows. Go out the door. Nothing happened. You know, got the hand pulling the handle, and thinking like, you know, what's going on here? I must have, maybe I, got confused, had the deadbolt on or something. So I started switching things around, opening it up, nothing. So I thought, well, I knew. I said, well, the lock's busted. So I thought, well, I'm just gonna have to call a locksmith, or a policeman or something. And then I thought, well, remember what happened last time? Take matters in your own hands. So that's what I did. So I got my tools out, and I took the lock off from the inside. And I knew within seconds that I was locked inside, entombed in my own RV. So I had to I called a locksmith, drove somewhere, looking around for one, and I said, I better call one. He came out. He was a good locksmith, but RV doors are different, and he couldn't do no good. So I was trapped in there. So I thought, well, the only thing I do is go to the RV place. So I went to the RV place and I said, hey, I'm locked inside. I can't get out. And I said, he goes, well, don't worry. He goes, we'll get you out. And I said, you ever had any of these happen before? He goes, yeah. He goes, I had one happen just last week. He goes, but the other guy had a Class A with a door on the side where he can get out. So I thought, well, if that's happened twice, I said, how many times has it happened? He goes, it's a regular occurrence. Happens all the time because I'll show you in a minute. So the thing about it is that this can happen to you. You can get locked out your RV, or you can get locked in like I did, and you can't get out. I wasn't worried about it. I could have crawled out the window. It was a 6-foot drop. If you got to get out, you got to get out. You got the emergency window. So so I saved the lock. I got a new lock. I got a new lock and handle put on there, and it was very, very reasonable, with labor and all, and the universal thing was only like $132, more than what I had. So it was hippity hop to the local pawn shop, but I got it done. So since this happens to me and it happens to other people, it can happen to you. So I'm going to show you how they got me out. But I got something to say first. Do not attempt this at home. This should only be done by a certified, a licensed professional with at least 45 years experience. If you try to do this at home, you're going to get hurt and die as a result of your injuries. Well, you'll probably flop around for a couple minutes till you bleed out, then you'll die. But what I'm saying is, do not do this. This procedure is for educational purposes only. Interstate RVer and the Interstate RVer Show is not responsible. I didn't talk to your attorney, but I guess that should cover it. All right, let's take a look at it here. Oh no, this is going to be where I got to hold it up. Okay, there we go. This thing weighs a ton. Here's the deal. Here's the lock. This is the one that everybody's used to. This is what you see on the outside, and then this part here. Oops, don't fall out there. This is what you see on the inside. There's your handle. Here's the lock for that, and then here's the little deadbolt. You can see the deadbolt over here come out. There he is. This is like a little turtle sticking his head out. There he is. All right. Now, what happens is this is what you're going to be seeing if you're locked in the inside. And that's about all you're going to be seeing, because you ain't going to see the outside unless you look out the window. Now, the good part is that I can show you how to get out. Don't try it, but I can show you how to get out. Unfortunately, if you're locked out, well, they're going to have to break a window out to get in. It's going to have to be a big enough window for the guy to climb in. That's what he did to me. I had my windows open because I was on the inside, and he put a ladder here and climbed in and came in through the deal, because we couldn't. The thing about these is, as you can see right here, you're familiar with this. When it closes, here's the little thing. This is what broke. This is what broke off. These two little pins here that look like nail heads. Here's your latch for the door. This is what's on the frame of the motorhome. right, when this thing closes like that, and then the latch is in there. Whoops, fell out. Wish I would have did that when I was strapped in. The latch is in like that. You know, well this closes in like this. That keeps somebody from putting a pry bar in there and trying to pry it open. See, it locks. So you ain't gonna get that out. You know, you can't move it back and forth, and you can't move it in and out because you got the latch there. So there's no way in heaven and earth you're gonna get that out. You know, so you can't pry it out. If you try to pry it out, you're gonna ruin the door. And those doors are about $1,000. And by the time you get the bill for putting it in, you're looking down the barrel of a $1,500 bill. So let's see what we do here. Okay, now there's going to be 3 screws here. You're going to see these on the inside. I took this one out to make it quicker. So what you're going to do is, here it is on the inside, you know, and don't get excited. Don't start screaming. You know, everything's going to be all right. And remember, you can always get out the emergency window. If you're outside, well, then, you know. Okay, you take a number 2 Phillips screwdriver, a size number 2 Phillips, and you take these screws out. We're going to do that right now. I'm going to take the screws out here. Okay, there's one. And here's the other one. Try to get through this as quick as I can. And then there's the other one. Oh, I like the way they kind of fell down by themselves. There it is. Now you're going to wiggle and jerk this plate off. You know, so you're going to wiggle it and you know, you're going to get it off. Just like I did. You're going to have to jerk it around here and stuff like that. It was a lot easier when it was on the door. That's for doggone sure. Okay, you know, up there. There we go. And it's going to come off, and it's going to look like this. Now, see, there's the mechanism. When you open the door handle, see how that works? That takes here's the deal. There's the lock right there. There's how that goes. And then when you open the door handle, it, you know, pulls that back in like that. And on the other side, when you pull the handle on the outside, it hits it from the other side. So here's the problem. This piece is broke off. Like that. Where's it at? There it is. It's broke off like this. See this? This and this go together, you know, and that's broke off. You know, I mean, come on, guys. You could have made this out of forged steel. I mean, it's made out of cast metal. I mean, for God's sakes. All right, but enough of that. You know, I'm just saying, you know, so what they do is when they're in there like that, you know, well, how do you get it off? You know, because this is under spring pressure. So the spring's pushing it this way. You know, I took the spring out so it wouldn't be, you know, flying out. So, you know, when you open the handle, it pulls it this way, and then when you let it go, it's under spring pressure, so it does it that way, so there's no way to pull it. So what these guys do is they take a drill bit right here, and they drill a hole in there and get all the way down to the latch. They drill a hole through it. And then they take a smaller screwdriver like that, and then they take it, let me go from the other end, and they have to do this on the inside. Then they take it and they push it in like that until it goes in. You know, they push it in against the spring pressure, try and do this where we can see it. And they push it in like that, you know, bit by bit until it gets, you know, till it goes past the latch, and they can open it up, which that's farther than what it was there. That's the way it was, and then they pull it back, you know, like that, and it goes in. And you know, the way they did it, it doesn't have to go in that much, but that's how they do it. That's how they did it. So like I said, that's how they get out. And after I was thinking a couple of days later, you know, I mean, it goes in like that, then they open it up, because this isn't going to fall out if it, you know, because this is holding it in. You know, if it would have fell out, then, you know, I could have just opened the door. But then I got to thinking, you know, a couple of days later, is that, hey, you know, all I had to do was just take that out like that, you know, and leave it like that, and just close the door and use the deadbolt only, you know. There it is, and you know, and not worry about the spring door, and because hey, let me tell you what, this latch, that's 2 pieces of steel in there. That's what they ought to make that bolt out of. It ain't going nowhere. There ain't nobody going to get in. If a locksmith couldn't get in there, you're going to get in with a blowtorch, I guess, is the only way. But I thought, you know, hey, yeah, that's what I could have done. I could have did that, and I could have saved $130 or $132, which, you know, anywhere else would have probably, I thought I was going to look at a $400 bill. You know, I thought, man, I'm going to be walking around with a barrel, you know, because all my clothes and everything got to be pawned off. But yeah, I could have just put this on there and screwed it back on after I got out and got that piece out, took that piece out with the spring and everything, and I could just use it with the deadbolt. So I'm going to save this, and this is going to go in my my toolbox. And also I'm going to check and see if I'm going to call the factory and see if maybe I can't order a new one of these, you know, and then make it. Then I got it on hand. So there you have it. That's how they get you out from the inside. They drill that hole in and they take a smaller thing and then they push it in like that until they get it past with a little bit of pressure on the door with their foot, you know, because you need both hands to do this. And that's how they do it. Like I said, don't attempt it at home, because you'll probably drill a hole in your head or something like that, and then, you know, then they'll probably say, oh, it's because they see it on the Interstate RVer Show. Well, we're not responsible for accidents. Okay, so that's that. So that's a pretty good little deal. So I'm gonna save this. I'm gonna put it back together after the show, and I'm gonna save that. And actually, these things are very simple. I mean, I worked on more complicated things than that when I was 12 years old. But yeah, you can either put it back together like that, or without doubt. I mean, I had, you know, because you got the key lock for there's two locks, one for the regular lock, the one that broke, and then you got one for the deadbolt. A lot of times, if I leave and I'm going to be back in right away, I just lock the deadbolt anyway, because man, you're not getting by with that. And matter of fact, I probably wish I would have thought of that, because I would have probably just paid the guy for going in and getting me out, and I would have rather have had it just the deadbolt myself. But anyway, I'm going to keep that and I'm going to save it. So now, you know, because when I was trapped in, I thought, you know, well, how am I going to get out? You know, I mean, you know, I guess I'm going to have to buy a ladder and climb in and out through the window to get the deadbolt. But if ever gets a deal where you're on the outside and you need to break the window, call a policeman or a law enforcement officer, because you don't want them to see you breaking into a place. And plus, they've got special tools for that. They got these little things that they put by the window and it breaks it. And then you could also put a bunch of tape on there and hit it. They'll do it somewhere. You won't get a bunch of glass all over the place. And that's that. Got a little dirty on that. All right. Well, what we're going to do is that I also like to say that the Hangouts, the Hangout deal, I got that. It's on like Donkey Kong. I still don't understand it all the way. I'd like to thank all the people that invited me to Hangouts, and I really wanted to go, and I'm not ignoring you. It's just I've been in a place where I don't have any private Wi-Fi. And to tell you the truth, the deal with McDonald's is dead. As soon as I get to Pilot and get the extra $20, I'm going back to the old way. Why mess with perfection? I have had nothing but noise and you know, kids cry because they get upset and everything like that, and slow internet service, and then I can't really do anything. I mean, I wanted to get into these Hangouts, but I'm not in a place, you know, I'm not private like I am here in the RV, which is what it would be. You know, maybe I could have tried the deal outside of Lowe's, but I don't know how good that would have been either. But I'm gonna, you know, I'll get the Hangout deal. You know, I'm not, like I said, I'm not ignoring you guys. I want to talk to you guys, and but I'm not in a place, and a lot of times I'm not even in a place where I even have any Wi-Fi. All right. So that's that, and let's see, what else do we do? Oh, of course, obviously, like I said, I'm very eager to get it done, and you know, I'll stumble through it. I still don't really know how to do it. It's still kind of, I went in there the other day and checked it out, put that little beard on and the glasses, and then I had a whole bunch of junk on my face, and I couldn't figure out how to get it off, but it didn't matter. I was the only guy in there anyway. I guess, I don't know, maybe I wasn't. All right, well, I guess that's that. All right, I'm going to clean this mess up. I'm going to take a little pause, and we'll be right back with some Kamper's Quiz. Kamper's Quiz. All right. Let's get to question number 1 here of Kamper's Quiz. Most of the time, you can spot a long-time RVer by blank. All right, would the correct answer be A? How he expertly maneuvers his rig around the campsite. Could be. Or would it be B? How he expertly hooks up the amenities. Yeah. Pretty good expert at that. Alright, let's recap. Most of the time, you can spot a long-time RVer by blank? Is it how he expertly maneuvers his rig around the campsite? Or is it how he expertly hooks up the amenities? Or is it C, how he expertly walks around the campground in his underwear? Have you seen these guys? What's wrong with these guys? I mean, I used to go to the campground and be guys there walking around with their underwear, you know? I never see any of the young women walking around with their underwear. Well, actually, I did see young women. Well, maybe that was their bathing suit. I don't know. I mean, these guys just sitting around in their shorts. Hey, what's going on there? How you doing there? All right, somebody call a park ranger. He probably was the park ranger. All right, coming down from my mechanical expertise there. Okay, number 2. Rather than pack it up and take it home, some RVers will leave this at the campground. Rather than pack it up and take it home, some RVers will leave this at the campground. Is it A, old beach towels? Yeah, you see them all the time. They get dirty. Why take them home and wash them? They're cheap. Why throw them away? Why let somebody else throw them away? Old beach towels, number A. Or is it B, leftover charcoal? Sure, what are you gonna do with it? Drag an open bag of charcoal in you know, your vehicle. It spills, gets all over the place, stuff like that. Dusty, kids play with it. They go home, they got it all over their hands and face, clothes. A lot of people, every time it seems like you go to do something, you're wearing white. You know, like when the lock, I was wearing white. when the lock broke, and you know, of course, it's a lot greasier. I wiped it off. So, all right, let's recap. Let's get back on subject here. Rather than pack it up and take it home, some RVers will leave this at the campground. We said A, old beach towel. Or B, leftover charcoal. Or is it C, mother-in-law? Everybody in a couple minutes, just going to go get some more refreshments. We're going to go get him in Montana. Your old mother-in-law. Yeah, I got to take your old mother-in-law. Tags along. She tags along, but she don't tag back. Yeah, all right. Yeah, we're sorry for all the... We like grandma and mother-in-law and all that stuff. All right. The crowning jewel. Many RVers claim that after eating this particular food, it caused them years of pain and nausea. Sounds pretty important. Better see what it is. Is it A, possum? Oh man. Whew. And that's all good white meat, though. I don't know. Maybe it's red meat. I don't know. I don't want to find out. All right. Many RVers claim that after eating this particular food, it caused them years of pain and nausea. Was it B, raccoon? Oh, he was so cute. What'd you go and eat him for? Leave him alone. All right, let's recap. A good one here. Many RVers claim that after eating this particular food, it caused them years of pain and nausea. We said it. Was it A, possum? Was it B, raccoon? Or was the correct answer C, their wedding cake? That's pretty good. I like that one. Their wedding cake. Caused them years of pain and suffering. All right. That's it. Okay. All right then. Well, I guess let's see what else. I guess that's the. Let's see here. Hold on there. Find out. That's the end of the show. There we go. And remember, there's a new show every Thursday. And for the Interstate RVer Toughies, it's going to be sooner than Thursday. So why miss out on the benefits? Get in on the Interstate RVer Toughies circle by +1ing me or adding me to your circle, and then complete the trio. And you know, go to my YouTube site and subscribe. Be a part of my tough channel. Quit missing out. All right, get the benefits with it. You know, keep on watching, subbing, adding, and sharing. Thank you for doing all that, and thank you so much. I mean, gosh, I mean, I can't, you know, God, the Interstate RVer Show, man, on the Google Plus, almost 28,000 viewers, 125 toughies or something like that, and subscribers, 30 subscribers, and tons of views, and not bad for you know, 15 episodes. You know, the first couple were, you know, I didn't really know what I was doing. I barely got them up on the YouTube, but not too bad. Not too bad. I'm sure it's going to get a lot better and better and better all the time. I greatly appreciate it. I really do. And let's keep it going. Tell all your friends. Share it. Say, hey, you got to watch this guy. It's pretty doggone funny. All right. And let's see. You know, and also keep all the invites coming on the Hangout deal, and then that other deal, the events or whatever. I'll find out what they mean. You know, I mean, I got on there and got my thing, that plug-in put in where you can do the videos and stuff. So I got that. I see how that works, because I'm really eager to do one. I want to sit around and talk to you guys, and definitely. So keep on inviting me, and I'll get to one of them sooner or later. Got a bunch of stuff all over my table from that lock there. All right, folks. That's the Interstate RVer Show. I'll see you next week, toughies. And remember, you're A-okay doing it the interstate way. And keep tough. Interstate RVer, over and out.